Okay, so we're going to be looking inside the info bank for OurFamilyWizard, and this is again for the desktop version. It will look different in the mobile versions. Alright, so when you're on the desktop and you go to your info bank tab here, this is what pops up. Each one of these can hold its own information if you choose. We do not utilize most of this, but we're going to take a look at what they are anyway. So first up is the address book. You can put whomever you need to in here. In our case, it's mostly just health insurance information and pediatricians, dentists, etc., etc. You would go up here to add, and it pops up with a screen that you just kind of fill out the information and go from there. And this is what that screen looks like. So you can add first, last name, company name, emergency contact, yes or no, and basically go through it. You can even add their social media if you need to, which I find is kind of interesting. And again, if you want to add your insurance information, you can do that under the insurance sidebar icon here. Insert the policy number, etc., etc. That way, if you don't have a card, because usually they only send one card per person, this gives you that option to have it in your application wherever you go. Again, if you have a bank account or financial information, you can put that in here as well by using the sidebar item here. When you send attachments or files in your messages, they all get logged in the files section here. Again, they cannot be deleted, so pay attention to your quota. If you're a person who likes to send a lot of images, just make sure you pay attention to this. This is all we've used, and we've had this thing for at least a couple of years now, and that's all we've used. But these stay in the bank and they cannot be deleted, so that is one of those things that comes in handy if you need to take it back to court. The family vitals here is basically what you would put in if you needed to have a social security number, obviously blood type, things like that. If you needed to update shoe sizes or whatever because you're sharing purchases, etc., etc., just know that obviously these will change pretty regularly depending on the age of your kids. The health information is pretty useful. You can put in the medications they use, any kind of health conditions like allergies, their providers, dentists, etc., etc., when they get their immunizations for school, any kind of test results, any kind of incidents. So if they get injured or have to go to the urgent care, you can put that in here. And again, of course, the insurance information. There is a health provider section. So here we have our pediatrician for our son, and basically you just go up to this plus button and you can add that. You can also delete and print this stuff out if necessary. This section here is obviously for your health insurance. So you can put the policies. So we have our dentist, our dental policy, and our health insurance policy or medical insurance policy here. If you have a need to put in your school or teachers, there is a section for education, which allows for class schedules and any other relevant information as well. This is what the class schedule would look like. So if they have, individual periods, like in high school, you can go ahead and add those in here as well. Or, maybe in some instances, college. Going down here, you can also put in childcare information, any kind of religious information, any activities like extracurriculars, things that need to be aware of. But just remember, some of the stuff does need to be updated on a regular basis. So with that being said, the info bank is, for us, not something we use on a regular basis, but it is something that we use for our insurance updates, especially if they change every year. And we also keep our pediatrician information updated in here as well. So really, this is actually pretty useful, especially if you have somebody who's, not very good at keeping information on hand, like prescriptions and things like that. So I would definitely consider using at least what you find most important in this. It's simple to fill out. It takes only a matter of minutes to fill out each section. So spend some time and really get to know this part, because not only is it visible to you, but it's also visible to your co-parent. So if they don't want to take the initiative to fill out this information, you should probably do that, especially in high conflict situations. If there's ever an emergency and you're driving somewhere and you don't have the insurance card, it's definitely something to have at least in your pocket on your mobile device. All right, so with all that being said, if you are liking this application, there is a link in the description below that will take you to Our Family Wizard's website. And of course, I always invite you to subscribe to the channel to keep updated on this kind of information. And again, feel free to ask me any of your questions. I will get to them as soon as I can, and I will most likely make a video on those as well. All right, well, thank you for watching Elevated Dad, where we're raising awesome humans solo.